My name is Christine Ombaka. I'm a fourth-year student at the University of Nairobi. I got into volunteering because I felt the need to give back to society in whatever capacity I could, either emotionally, physically, or financially. I began volunteering when I was 14 years old. The high school I was in had a program where we'd go and visit the sick in hospital. I was assigned to Kenyatta National Hospital, where I worked for up to 100 hours. We would clean the drawers of the sick, would help feeding them and giving them food, and just general interactions with them. On weekends, we had the opportunity to visit the poor and the Kibagare slums. This gave us a different perspective to life altogether. We got to see how the real life was out there and not the life that we were used to. Like some of us may have been raised in a different manner. You'd see that the families with no food and they had no idea where the next meal was coming from. The stories of girls who were raped by even relatives. We had boys who had to go to the streets to steal just to be able to provide for their mothers or their fathers who are sick and need medication. The people who die in the houses because they have no drugs. There's no one to even bring from them drugs, no one to come and visit them just to help them feel better psychologically. And this was really sad. It's a sad situation that the people on this earth were suffering, and it was a good idea to volunteer and help them in whatever capacity one is able to. At the university, I am a member of the Organization of Student Volunteers, where I serve as the HR coordinator. I am also a member of the Psychology Club, where I'm the acting vice chair. With the OSC, we've been able to go to Kibera and worked with the Action Foundation, which deals with handling the poor children who are autistic and they can't afford the medical attention that's required. So basically Action Foundation has a home for them where they can go and learn things, and we volunteers go there and help teach them, keep them company because at home they're neglected. And we're able to just have a good time with them. It was good when they could open up to you and get to interact with them, and each of the personalities came out despite their disabilities. With the Psychology Club, we've been able to work in collaboration with the Kosama 2 Foundation that is based in Kawangware Primary School. This aids in helping children between class 5 to 8 learn how to read. Majority of them are unable to read at all because they joined school when there was the introduction of the free primary education in 2002, and due to the crowded classrooms and the shortage of teachers, some of these students have been unable to learn how to read as they progress through the years. So it's sad that a standard 8 pupil who's going to be doing KCPE in 1 to 2 weeks is unable to read. The teachers tell us that they're probably going to guess their way through it, seeing as the exam is multiple choice based. So even after the exam, none of them is guaranteed a spot in high school. So they end up outside in the slums just pushing carts to earn a living. This is a very sad situation because we intend that education will improve the livelihoods of others, but yet in the end we'll see that despite having gone through primary, someone is unable to consider themselves learned enough. My most touching experience in volunteering this far is when I worked with the babies at Mama Ngina. It was very sad to see that up to 20 babies have been abandoned by their parents. There's even a story of one baby girl who was found by a dog in a dump site in Dandora. That was a very sad situation. We're glad at least they were able to get a home, but even in the home, the volunteers are overwhelmed. There are only 4 full-time volunteers that are based on Mama Ngina, and the time I was there, they had up to 20 babies. When we walked in, we found that one of the volunteers was trying to rock 2 babies who seemed to be crying at the same time, and all the other volunteers were busy trying to feed the rest. So it was a very sad situation. I hope that through this system of volunteers, we'll be able to mobilize more volunteers to go and assist in such homes, because I'm sure there are many other homes that need volunteers to go and own up even if not on a full-time basis, such as OSV. We have students who are free in between the week. There are certain days they don't have classes, so such a day one can offer up to go and help in a specific home, and in the end I believe we'll be able to reach out to many people in as small way as possible. At least it will make a difference. I would urge people to join volunteering. There's not much involved, and you'll find that there are a lot of benefits to you as an individual as well. You'll learn to appreciate life more, you'll appreciate your family more, you'll appreciate your friends more, and everything that you have today will be a blessing. Overall, I believe volunteering has way more pros than cons, and I believe we will benefit more as individuals and to society at large. I would call on anyone out there who has never tried this out to give it a shot, and maybe you might find that this is something you should do, and you invite other people to join you as well. We, the Organization of Student Volunteers, are willing to take up anyone, whether you're a student in school, whether you are done with campus, whether you're in primary, whether you're in high school. We're reaching out to anyone who believes they're able to help society at large, so that we may team up as the volunteers and contribute to a better society. Thank you.